share information with law enforcement. And in these emails, DHS officials estimated there were around 300 members of the extremist group the Proud Boys at the Capitol the day of the attack. In Washington, Samantha Manning, News Center 7.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs.
Walk out tonight, even earlier this evening, McCall, in that wind. I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, it takes that temperature. It makes it feel so much colder out there. Now, we will see winds coming down a little bit tonight, but the temperature still is dropping. So we're going to wake up tomorrow morning. Wind chills expected in the teens in many parts across the Miami Valley. So let's start out tonight with a live look outside in downtown Xenia. And you can see it is quiet. We're sitting at 26 degrees. Just means it's going to get even colder. We're already in the 20s. The breeze starting to die down a little bit, but you can see those flags blowing in the wind. We'll have a wind anywhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour early on Friday morning. Here's a look at our temperatures out there right now. We're at 27 in Salina, 25 in Sydney, just falling out of the 30s there in Springboro, and Wilmington, you're at 26 degrees. As I mentioned, we're going to see those temperatures falling pretty fast now as we head into the start of tomorrow morning. At daybreak for us in Dayton, we're down to 23 degrees. Outside of the city, we're talking lows right around that 20-degree mark, perhaps even the upper teens. So the warm jacket, a necessity tomorrow morning. Grab the hot cocoa or the hot coffee as well. And you'll also need the sunglasses, as we're going to have another day filled with an abundance of sunshine. It'll be another day where looks will be deceiving, because highs get up to about 43 degrees, and any light breeze will cut that temperature and make it feel like the 30s throughout the afternoon. Now, all of that said, our average high for early March should be in those low to mid 40s, so it's right on par for where we should be. As I look at the long-range forecast, those temperatures are going up, and I do see days where we're back into the 50s and 60s, which I'll show you in just a few moments. 43 degrees for us tomorrow, lots of sunshine, 43 again on Saturday. Each morning we're waking up in those 20s. Sunday we get to 46 degrees. That's the beginning of that transition. Those winds shifting out of the south, starting to bring in some warmer air. Now, as we bring in the warmer air, we also bring in the ability for more precipitation to be held in the environment, and our long-range outlook does show that we will have the chance for a wetter than average month as a whole. Now, we're getting through that first week dry. That will mean more of an unsettled pattern as we move into the next 2, 3, and 4 weeks of this month. And let's talk about that first chance for precipitation here on Futurecast. We're dry all the way through the weekend into the start of next week. 5 o'clock on Tuesday, you can see we just have a few fair weather clouds. By that point, I anticipate that we're going to have highs into the 60s, so we're going to be nice and mild for this setup. Then as we get into Tuesday night and then on Wednesday, clouds begin to thicken up. Here's 7 a.m. on Wednesday. All is quiet. For Wednesday afternoon, we start to bring in the chances for some showers, and I'm not even going to rule out a few thunderstorms, because highs again are going to be in the 60s. If we get enough instability and we get enough warmth that pushes in from the south, a few thunderstorms certainly couldn't be ruled out. Then as we move into Wednesday night, early Thursday, it looks like we may have a better chance for that wetter pattern to move in, and could see a half an inch to an inch of rain, and maybe a little bit more if that pattern does play out. So here's that 5-day forecast. Temperatures are in the 40s for the next few days there, with those morning lows in the 20s. But you know what? Monday and Tuesday are going to be quite nice as we climb back into the 50s and 60s before that rain moves in for the middle of next week. James?
Very nice, thank you. And the SpaceX Mars rocket prototype's test run ended bad, and I mean really bad. I was actually watching this flight last night. It went 6 miles above Earth just fine. Then it landed back on the launch pad in Texas, just like it was supposed to do, and I stopped watching, and then 3 minutes later, that happened. It blew up. SpaceX does not know why. 2 previous rocket tests in December and last month ended in explosions when the rockets tried landing. X plans to use these prototypes for various things, including taking customers between cities at really fast speeds and eventually take people and cargo to Mars. Shattered